Okay. Alright, this video has been recorded because, there was, what the project had to do. So what it is this basically what it is. Like, the purpose of this distraction observation activities to provide dependent, like myself, opportunity collaborative team, which I'm doing right now, faculty and staff to improve student achievement. For the last, for the previous video, for the previous group, we talked, we did needs assessment because we saw a correlation between student achievement and attendance. As y'all know, attendance is very important with student achievement. Okay, we looked at we had looked at scores. We had looked at scores to see the correlation between student achievement and attendance rate. What you have before, you had the previous school year of the attendance of certain students which have been identified and some of the scores. Give you time to look over the previous attendance, previous information that I give you as a report. That this is this year. This is the previous one. This is the previous one. This is the previous one right here. This is current. You look at the previous scores right quick. Look at the attendance and the score. We're gonna give you some like 10 minutes to get that look at it right quick.
So the one that has page 3 has the, this one.
Yeah, that's.
Page 3 has the scores on it.
Yeah, this does have all the students' report card grades and the attendance.
So it must be that.
There's more, you have more than one student.
Oh, okay, these are different students.
They're different students.
So the other one. Okay, here it is. So here's
The other one.
Okay, so each one represents one student, so this is student 3, and it shows like their, growth. I'm sorry, not their
You can say the growth, but you can see the correlation between the attendance and the grade. Because as you know, the attendance is very important. If they're not in school, the grades suffer. We all know that.
Right.
In school.
Student 3 seems to be doing.
This is previous school year, last school year. You can take a look at that. Because we did, like, while you're looking at it, we did a needs assessment about what needs to be done in order to increase the achievement. Because from the previous year, we talked about making phone calls, having incentives for students to come to classes, to have the grades, to increase their attendance, and you see the grades increase. We had a lot of ideas. Like, I'm gonna ask you a question, since we did needs assessment, I'm gonna ask you, and I'm saying needs assessment, what are some of the ideas you think to improve the,
Let somebody walk them out.
what are some ideas you think that can be added to the needs assessment to increase student achievement, to increase attendance, to increase student achievement? What are some of the ideas you can come up with?
Some different kinds of rewards.
Okay, some different kinds, like what?
Maybe for maintaining attendance, they could, and again, I guess this would only apply to people whose attendance is suffering, because everybody who's already doing well, you know, probably don't need to be on a reward system, although they would like it, but maybe they could get, some sort of a pass that they could use, maybe once every 3 weeks to
Okay.
get a meal or something, you know?
Okay, so when you said meal, that's a good idea, because sometimes students come too hungry.
Mhm.
Okay, Gerard, you have any idea?
I wouldn't say feed them, but I would reward them in some type of manner.
Like what?
Well, we don't really have anything on campus that they can benefit from it. But if you had like a system where you get free snacks, you get, I think my elementary, you get water drink, you get a pass at water fountain, you get recess, you get extra minutes of recess.
What were you doing in high school?
That's my point. I just said reward them in some type of manner, but we don't have any system set up.
So what would you
Or so that's part of needs assessment, so we add on to the needs assessment that we're doing right now. So I had you all looking at the data right now, so I need time to look at the data to be familiar with it. Well, since we looking at data, what's some ideas would you come up with that can increase student achievement, to motivate them to come to class, come to school, so their grades will not suffer?
Come back to me on that, they're gonna just reward them at some point, but I don't know what that reward would be.
Okay, Mr. Redondo?
I just think that like kind of what he was hitting at or whatever, just give him something to look forward to. Basically have to meet certain thresholds to attend like, you know, a pep rally or, you know, maybe they don't have to have perfect attendance, but they have to have, you know, 95% attendance to, you know, participate in some type of event during school that other kids can't, just to incentivize them and motivate them. Because, you know, what is my motivation outside of, you know, better grades? Or as a kid, what is my motivation to come?
Something like homecoming, they would get a
Right.
free, put them in the drawing for a free homecoming ticket.
Right. Or dance tickets.
Or the prom, the prom package, the stuff's paid for as long as we get the attendance stuff.
Homecoming ticket.
Yeah, kids like activities.
Okay, then, and what's it, Mr. Ross?
Either homecoming ticket,
Prom.
prom tickets,
Prom tickets, like free prom tickets?
or something to it.
Okay,
The students that pay for football games,
Yes.
they can get in free.
okay, and what, Ms. Carter, what you said, Ms. Carter?
Oh, a meal, a meal ticket, like
An extra breakfast.
Okay,
Extra apples.
Right, instead of one yogurt, two.
okay. These are some of the things,
Oh, wait.
Just come back. It's in the, got a purple shirt with dreads.
oh, there's Mr.
Somebody did tell me they were coming, oh.
Okay, now we're gonna keep going. But like I said, some tickets. Now, some of the scores that you looked at, I hope you got a chance to look at it. We're gonna look at it. 2 more minutes, we'll look at it, then we'll move to something else. Scores we looked at. We just wanna piggyback on what,
Still here. You need it from.
we So what we're doing, we're doing a recap on these sessions. That's what we're doing right now. Homecoming tickets, and also some people talk about, yeah, that's pretty good. These are some of the good ideas you can add on to the assembly. Basically, we give them awards for students who get motivation to come to class. That's really good. That's pretty good thing. So I hope y'all get a chance to look at the scores, see what it looks like, see the difference from the previous school year to the current now. Now, anybody like to add on to the needs assessment?
Like more suggestions of what, rewards we could have?
More suggestions?
Yeah. Homecoming ticket.
Maybe like a t-shirt?
You know, teacher,
Teacher.
an ninja check. Spirit shirt?
Spirit shirt.
Maybe with your, yeah, maybe a
Do we do
spirit shirt.
gift cards?
Oh, yeah, that'd be
I
a
think so.
good one.
Mhm.
Well, in that case, we have to make it into a drawing.
Yeah. Like,
Because we would, because, yeah, we still have to think about the kids who are doing the right thing.
Right.
It's like, how come I'm not rewarded?
right.
That's
But no,
true.
but this is for
They
the
meet
ones
the
that are,
threshold.
yeah, that meet it.
That
So if
would,
all of us was in the same pool, we all would be in the drawing for that. I may be doing good, you not.
so is this a reward for maintaining good attendance or to an incentive to make the kids who don't go to class?
Make the kids who don't come to class, come to class. Focus on, because like for us, for our group, especially, most of our kids have health issues.
Mhm.
And some of them do not come to class, some kind of skip, because they don't feel as successful, they should be in class. So we got, it's the same thing go with generate teach kids too, go across the board. So they need to feel some way of motivation, they come to class, once they come to class, and then once they see that they're learning, the content they're learning and transfer to the grades that they're getting, they're probably motivate them like, okay, I'm learning this, I'm doing well, and I'm successful, so I can come to class more.
Mhm, mhm.
So that's basically what it is. So we just did a recap of needs assessment, because like I said, the first group I had, we generated a needs assessment, a lot of alternatives, strategies, everything else.
Mhm.
Okay, now, we're gonna compare data from last year to this school year. What you have right now, you have two separate data. What you have here, this is the current school year, current school year to now. You see the attendance rate and the grades of, they have now, this progress report grade,
You say it's in the fourth grade?
progress report grade.
Oh, progress report.
This is it right here.
Oh, just on that front sheet?
This right here, then you got some students with their current grade right now.
Oh, okay.
We use time to look at it,
This would be-
or you can compare data.
Yeah, that's, yeah.
You know, as it look at the 23-24 school year, on the current one, we had 164 students enrolled. Say 154 attended. We had 10 people absent, and attendance was pretty good, 93 to 9% to 94.1% from this present school year. Last year's, from last year to this year, we saw an increase of this year.
In people coming or in people not coming?
People coming,
Oh, okay.
people coming, saw an increase. That means there's something positive going on right now. Then you can look at the grades from different students.
Mhm.
The turtles on page 2.
Those two.
On this right here. Oh, you got the same page. My fault.
Do something wrong.
Okay,
No, that's different. The numbers are different on the back.
okay.
This is like 94%.
But you're from the very.
There you go. This,
But that's what,
did what you had? Okay.
it's just, we,
Then on the current one, you have like on page 2. On page 2, you see the enrolled from 2024, 24, 25. And you see the attendance quantity is 23. But now, you notice there's a drop from last school year to this present school year from 99% to 74%, and we had a lot of absences.
Last year or this year?
This year we had 74.25 right here. Then we got from last year, 90 to 9%, and 25% was absent during this school year. So, that's a drop off.
So more kids are absent this year so far.
Yes. And as you tell by looking at some of the grades, like from one student, he failed Spanish 2. He failed Spanish 2 with 52% for the project report. But it's not for the report card grade, but it's for the progress report. And on page 3, we have one student at 83.4% to 90%, but that's an increase. That's an increase, which is good. And the grade shows that too, because students passed the mark for project report on page 3. Then 93, so forth, 93% to 90%. 6% absent, 6.5% absent, and 98.4. The grade, he's doing well. So you know the correlation, if the student's not there, he's not there, his grade suffer. Right? That's a given.
Not there to learn or turn it in.
Yes. Then so forth. So from comparison from last year, what you're seeing so far, for one student, his attendance had dropped from previous school year to the school year. Attendance had dropped because, like I said, his achievement is not as well in one class in another class. And also you can tell by the test scores. You go like to the top report. Yeah, it show you like the number of students that have been tested and the number of students who passed. Top report. They have the state, district, and local level. So they can it also tells you how the students doing. So from your comparison, I already told my comparison, from your comparison, what you get from it? From looking at the data, what you get from it?
They need to be here.
Okay. And with anybody else want to put a comment in? From your own interpretation.
Well, the question I have is this what is the data based off of?
Data based off from previous school year attendance.
No. What I mean is, because this is all technically for second period, right?
Okay,
That's
second period?
That's the one that counts.
The first I gave is from the whole school year.
Right, but is the attendance based off of the second period, or is it based off?
The official attendance is second period.
So that's what these numbers come from?
Yeah.
Okay.
And this is per student, right? So like number 2 was absent 5 times kind of thing? That's what-
Yeah, you say, yeah. That's what I asked.
So this is one kid's record?
So
Yeah,
he
one-
was enrolled for 164 days and he attended 149. He was absent 15. Right?
To
Yeah.
second period?
Yes, but second period is representative of the whole day
Right.
in the state side.
So, well, I guess my question is with these numbers, is it going off of making sure that the teachers are doing their attendance on time?
Yeah, you make sure you do it to some time. Yeah, you can see that.
But we can't we don't know if the teachers are doing their things on time or not.
So that's what my point is, if he's not taking attendance right, his numbers are low. If he takes attendance right, his numbers are high.
Right,
But
so we're
that-
going to assume.
They only mark absent if the teacher marks him absent. You assume, like, if you don't take attendance, it assumes that you're present. So if it's saying that they're absent, it's because the teacher marked them absent. You get what I'm saying? It doesn't, the default, like let's say for all the other periods of the day, the
Right.
default means you're here. So if you don't take attendance like third period, the computer's gonna assume that all the kids were there.
Yeah, right,
Okay.
that's why they tell us to only mark absent, or we don't need to mark absent.
Yeah.
Okay. Y'all got good, you asked a good question, that's good interpretation, you asked a question real good, that's good. Work as a team, we come to a good solution, that's good. Instead of sitting on the sideline, we come active in the process, so that's good, y'all gave some good answers. Good answers. Okay. Tracking time for you. I got my, watch right here too.
It's all good.
Alright. Now we come to the part of seeking solutions. We did that a few minutes ago. We want to see solutions to increase the achievement. We want to see solutions, but the state has some solutions to increase the achievement that can be enacted at the district level and county level, because have you heard about ESA, E-S-E-A? That's the law that's, President Obama passed about a couple years ago to help give funding to schools to increase the achievement. Like some of the things, like what are some things as a school can we do to increase to get students in the classroom and help them feel they can achieve, so they can see progress on the report card or test score. What can we do? What some things can we do?
Go ahead.
Besides doing this, what we have said together. These are good ideas. It's good ideas. What else can we do?
Now, but you talking about for achievement or attendance, to increase their achievement in class?
To increase the attendance, so they can increase the achievement. What are some things we can do? Because attendance and achievement go hand in hand. So they have to be here in order to the achievement to be a part of the state with the standards that have been set for the school. You understand?
Well, something that's a little more punitive is, they can get a scanner at the door and everybody got to scan when they come in, and if there's an alert that this person has attendance problems, they automatically need to be pushed to the side and sat in a certain room for the whole day, like a study hall, for the whole day. So we keep track of
What
them
you say a second ago?
by a scanner of some sort, so that they can scan their
Can you move
IDs.
it forward?
And then, if we know there's a student that has attendance issues, we push them to the side, and they can be put into a certain room.
Someone for study hall.
Mhm.
You did say the study hall. But can we have tutorials for students who struggle?
Who's the other school with that?
I mean, that's it.
Well, tutorials are already offered,
They are.
but I tell kids, if you been walking these halls and I saw you, you don't need to come to tutorials because
You come in the climb.
My opinion, tutorials are for those that are behind
or
and
who,
have been missing
and who want
and who's
extra
actually trying to do
clarification.
stuff. Not,
Makeup,
you go to, it's not makeup.
just because you chose
Yeah.
to play.
'Cause you got, I'm pretty sure every teacher gives them time in class to do the work.
That's true.
Absolutely.
That's true. But we can toss in a deal for tutorials,
For paperwork sake, yeah, tutorial.
Okay. You gotta pay the teacher double for staying for them.
That's true.
No. Right now.
Oh, is it?
No. For teachers to get more
Oh.
money for tutorial.
That is an
They would offer them
incentive.
more. That's an incentive.
Might be willing to,
You tell me I get $200 to stay at the school for a couple hours, I'm with it.
well,
Okay.
it would definitely change my attitude about doing it, but. Stay.
did how much February?
You did. 240.
Okay. But tutorials, then what else can we do? What else, can we make phone calls?
That's all I'm about to say, we can just get parental involvement.
Parental involvement?
That's the first one, parental involvement, yeah.
I'm assuming that was already done.
Yeah, and I think that when the students are, when they're, because they have to re-enroll every year, it should be mandatory that the parents sign up for the HAC alerts, you know?
That's true, that's true. Parental involvement,
And this is kinda harsh, but I think that this would get the ball rolling a lot too.
what's that?
If it was like college, and if you missed a certain amount of days,
Isn't it?
they dropped you,
Mhm.
and you were no longer considered a student anymore, and the parents, like you said, had to come up here and re-enroll you, it would definitely get some movement going and motivation for kids. You know, because, you know, like we see some of the same kids in the hallway, and like I said, if they ever so often, if you drop below 85%, you're no longer a student, you're not here,
Right.
you know,
Yeah.
and then have, the parents would have to come up here and re-enroll you. I bet you the kids will start going to class then.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true, that's
You
true.
impact the parents?
If you inconvenience the parents,
Inconvenience the parents?
because
Yeah.
why am I coming up here to re-register you for a class, I mean, for school when you're here? Like, cause I know that they already, anytime you mark a kid absent throughout the day, so like if you got, you know, 5 classes in the day, they mark absent each day, the parents get 5 phone calls. But a lot of times they don't answer because it's like a automated
Yeah.
thing or whatever. But if they drop them,
Yeah.
where they were like, no, you're no longer enrolled here anymore.
And you gotta come back. Yeah, but,
Cause
you want to.
Cause our school does it anyway, like they get this enroll from school, cause so many days and not come to class. They do that, I think P. Will does that.
She used to.
Seriously? I mean, okay, yeah, from
But
last.
I don't think it drops them like automatically.
Mhm.
I think they don't, was it true that they don't sign up for ACT, they get dropped?
No, that's why it should be part of the enrollment process, no?
Yeah.
You don't have to
Yeah,
sign
but
up
I
for
was
that.
saying, if there's if something happens to them where you gotta inconvenience the parents for them being, absent or whatever, or missing class, it'll change.
Okay.
I'm not even talking fines, just.
Parents gotta come up here,
Yeah,
and some of them kids ain't gonna want their parents up here, 'cause they know their parents don't know how to act, don't know how to dress.
where was you at second period?
Yeah, so that's, like you said, that's falls upon principal. Let's get the parents involved, we can see a lot of difference.
So, but you gotta put the extra stuff,
What?
as in, when they drop below, that wasn't the parent involvement, that's after the fact. So he was saying that, in the
Keep it
system
in
where they 85%, it drops below, it drops below the system. It needs to be like a system to drop kids
Automatic.
automatically. When they don't reach, when the enrollment is what, 80 to 85%?
Drop or suspend, whatever, I don't know how inconvenient it is for the counselors and registrars to have to go through all of that, but some sort of, yeah, where it
You
does
say
fall off.
under, you say 85%?
Yeah, it should just be like a day of sack and you good. Like they need to, you know.
Well, the problem with that is that the kids intentionally miss school on the day of SAC, and they know that, or they just
I
don't
thought
go.
I thought it was supposed to roll over.
Some of them do, but they say, oh, I got sacked. Some of them be in the house, oh, I got sacked. But you
And then
know,
they don't, and then when they don't, cause I've seen it where the kid is absent on the day that they have SAC, and then the next day, they're walking into a classroom. So, because someone has to update it, and I don't think they do that. Like,
But also-
with the
something with the buses as well. If they could, the kids that are missing school or whatever, if they have an alert on their tags, they.
You can't come up here.
Okay.
Cause then the parents gonna have to take them.
Well, the
Right.
problem with that is that it's only one driver on the bus, and she can't fight 65 kids. So if the kid, she's only there to drive, you know what I mean? She's not gonna stop you from getting on the bus, because she now becomes a victim. So what could be done to allow, I mean, you have to get like the rotating door at the bank, where it only you scan it and only opens and lets one person in at a time. Because other than that, the bus driver is gonna get her butt kicked. right there on the
Okay.
corner. And the
All right.
buses go get like that.
All right, so we just said, okay, can we? All right, Dave, okay, can we add to more to this? We already said money tutorials, money for teachers, stand for tutorials, motivate teachers to stay after school, to help the students out. We get parental involvement, which is the big key, because when I looked on the T website, that's one of the things to do, is get permanent involvement, that's the most important thing. And also, add tutorial, because there are some schools, there's districts, or implemented some of these strategies that you're saying so far. But I don't know, but kind of involvement, but can't think of anything else. Can't think of anything we can add on to this.
So that our records no longer indicate that we are having severe attendance issues is to expel. I mean, this, cause
Yeah.
otherwise it's just repetitive, they just keep coming back.
Expel.
I mean, cause everybody say the same thing, it's the same kids in home,
Yeah,
the same
true.
kids in this.
That's true, that's,
So why are we playing games?
I don't think the same thing too, if they don't want to be in class.
But you see what happens when we just let them walk the hall, then the following year, we see them on TV.
Well, I think there's well, you just told me the other day, like, we say put them in sack. You said there's a limit on how many, the maximum you can have on sack.
There's definitely a max of seats in there.
Mm-hmm. So,
But then we put them in auditoriums.
yeah, so, we can do this, we can do this to improve the needs assessment, needs assessment. Okay, these are some of the solutions. Okay, now what is some of the ideas that we came up with, which is good, which is good, came up. Now, what do we propose? What do we propose? So, we came with solutions, what do we propose now? What can we do? Since we listed everything that we can think of to get the students in the class, get them motivated. Cause like I said, once the kids get kicked out of school, like you said, Rob, once the kids get out of school, the parents will get upset. And force the parents to get involved. The parents might say something to that student like, hey, I'm not going to do this again, you're gonna have to do this. Because some kids feel like they can skate through, which is not true. Not true. But once, like I said, once we get the parent, mainly get the parent involved, then we see some changes. We see some changes.
And parental involvement needs to be mandatory starting in elementary.
Yes.
'Cause
Oh,
the
yeah,
kids
oh.
who have attendance issues
Make sure
haven't
we,
had parent involvement for many years.
yes, and make sure we get the right contact information.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I mean, but they change their numbers like every day.
So upon, enrollment, they need to provide their, Instagram account.
Yeah.
That's not gonna change, okay. Oh yeah, we could drop it on the Instagram, a big red alert on everybody's wall, your child is absent, your child is absent.
Your ass going to jail today.
Then everybody be teasing everybody, your kid ain't never in class, why you get that red alert?
Yes. Yeah, because we know, like for instance, if we make phone calls to the student, the phone doesn't work, and or we get the wrong phone number. Like for instance, I called a student wrong number, so there's nobody's here by the name.
Yeah.
So that's a main issue. So we can do that.
Oh, yeah, some of the kids are.
Mm-hmm.
You can tell parental involvement must be a little, strange upon enrollment, cause I run across a couple kids who, under the parent name, it's a personal email, right? But it has like the child's name in the email, so you know that that's the child's email. So clearly the child is registering himself for school, or at least filling out the paperwork.
Oh, okay. Now, like we said before, we came up with good ideas. We can, add on to the needs, to solution to the needs assessment. We came up with good ideas for increasing student attendance rate, So getting the parental involved, assistant available to doctors for non-attendance, get contact information and tutorials. You think like do home visits? Do home visits be a factor? I think doing home visits can be a factor if it's feasible
By who?
by somebody in the,
The
I wanna
truancy
say
officer-
teacher.
Well, they have truancy officers.
We do? Oh,
We have truancy officers that's supposed to go, that's supposed to deal with that. But the issue, I think a part of the issue is that kids skip. You know, they go to first period, they go to second period, they don't go to third period or fourth period, and they go to fifth period. Or, you know,
Yeah.
like
so
they go to
that's not
certain.
really something that
Right,
you
the truancy, they really only get involved when they're not coming to school at all. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Skipping, I think skipping and truancy are like two different things, but, yeah. But, I mean, there might be a chance, I mean, I remember for the kids that's not coming at all, when I first came to Aldine, it was like a Saturday, we did like all the teachers came and we went into the neighborhood, and I know it's different here in Ennis, because we don't really have, we're not really a neighborhood school anymore, but we went into the neighborhood, we went door by door, like we had a list of kids,
Yeah.
and we went door by door, and just showing up, you know, for us as teachers to be in the neighborhood, you can tell it meant a lot. Now, this is 2024, I get times are different, you know, but that was something that we did too.
Yeah, we did that during COVID when the kids weren't
Oh.
registering. We went and knocked on doors and stuff, which was weird. I'm like, knock on the door and step back, like,
Right.
open the door, open, I
Right.
don't know. But, yeah, but I think if you do it as a group, that's okay.
Yeah.
But like, I'm not walking and knocking on doors without that.
You gotta come in?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so basically, yeah, it's a home visits, because that works well in elementary. Sometimes they don't do it in middle school, I might be wrong, they might not do it in middle school, they sometimes do it in home school. In high school, like I said, they do tourist officers come do it, because sometimes when I go home, I see all the ISD police officers pull up in the neighborhood.
Oh, really?
I see them coming.
You would know? No.
So, I see them come out of district. But yeah. We got 9 more minutes.
People might be.
Okay. Yeah. But yeah. So basically, wherever, if anybody's got any more ideas, they can think that can help, because like I said, I saw on the website that they listed some of the things like up on the ESA, because the access is geared towards getting kids to improve attendance. Like I said, once you improve attendance, that cheaper rate will go up.
What are some of the suggestions that ECA gives?
Like, they said tutorial, after tutorial, family visits, and they had another district, for this, I couldn't get down with the information, but they were doing something to increase attendance, I forgot what it was, but they did do something, but that's the main thing that they were focusing on. So that's some rules.
But are they assuming that tutorials is working because the kids are behind, and that's gonna catch them up, and not come because they're behind? But that's the wrong assumption.
Yeah, but that's what that study says. If they get them, they can sometimes, they will increase, some students will increase in cheaper rate, but it's an ideal situation. It's an ideal situation.
I don't know. Maybe all they should open residential boarding.
That's pretty,
Yeah, like we're in the country, or we have hill country, technically they could, and I know they have those programs where you go on the farm and, you know, work with the animals, you know, because it helps with behavior and stuff like that.
yeah. But yeah, that's like something, I didn't get much more in depth with it, but like I said, the EC, that's the main thing that was talking about was to improve it, this tutorials, home visits, like some schools, some things that we do at school as we do it as of right now.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah.
I would just like to know the reasoning behind tutorials
For attendance.
for attendance, yeah. And if they're assuming that the kids are behind, that's why they're not coming to school, so tutorials help them get caught up so then they'll start coming. That makes sense. No, I'm lying.
Right.
That wouldn't make sense.
Cause everybody starts off not behind.
Right.
So they put themselves behind, so it's like.
So I don't see how tutorials is gonna help.
Right, cause tutorials only addresses the academics, and
Mhm.
then we just wind up right back in the same situation 9 weeks later.
I'm caught up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
So
caught up.
no.
Right.
I'm like, and then you gonna catch me up again. So I think they have to figure out how to restructure their lives.
yeah, that's true, that's true. Like I said, this is nothing but a solution, like, this is a solution that we can, that can be implemented. And then also, it's implemented, but like I said, it's not, what I'm trying to say is, it's not an end for all, basically what I'm saying, not for end for all. This is a solution that can be implemented to help the students out, decrease, get them motivated. Like they go to chores, they get something. If they find that they've been successful, they say, oh, I come back, go back to this, teacher and show them that I've been successful, like the report card grades, everything else, project report grades. They with intrinsic motivation for them to do well. Like this is like for an ideal situation, but we know our kids. We know our kids, we know the community that we're dealing with. We know. That's true, some do. But like we said, we're gonna, we'll try to push forward.
Yeah. I think these are some great suggestions. On the left, we have some rewards, and on the right, we have some punishments almost. I mean, it's
And they're not punishment.
what would you call them?
Tasks.
Consequences?
Consequences.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Consequences, right, so money for the teacher.
Yeah,
I hate to get the state involved, but I know at one point they were saying.
The best idea was to drop it from the system,
Yeah.
so that you gotta re-enroll them. Or, you know, I think the schools need to,
Mhm.
the kids need to, enrollment needs to be like a certain number, or teachers lose their jobs or whatever,
Mhm.
so they can just be put in like a holding or pending until.
Yeah, like a
So
suspension.
you don't lose the number until,
Mhm.
after a certain point, but if they drop them out of that system, parents have to get involved, they need to get their kids.
Mhm.
And you keep getting dropped out of the system because you're not going to class.
Maybe after so many times, you just get all the way dropped
Yeah.
out. Yeah, and then the parent.
That's about the
just-
best news you can get. Just scratch the tutorial. Scratch the tutorial.
Yeah, I don't see tutorials as,
But
that's.
no, that's research. Research is that.
Yeah, but that was only saying that if we gave them tutorials, that they could cheat, you just never
Right.
said anything about their
They don't focus
motivation.
on the real.
Right.
Okay. Yeah, that's true, that's true.
So, yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
Well, it's good, so we're gonna end this right quick, but I do appreciate you with your input, cause like I said before, but doesn't needs assessment been, like, there doesn't need assessment on this particular matter, and a lot of people came up with good ideas, and also you all had came up with good ideas about what needs to be done to increase student attendance and achievement. Like I said, I know I've been redundant, but I'm gonna say it anyway, but attendance is very important.
Yeah.
Very important. Then once the kids start coming in, even with our special populations, students with, specific learning disabilities, they need to come because they will see the achievement that they're getting. Because even some of the test scores, that the district has pulled up from yesterday. And so the kids, they showed some improvement in some areas. Like, for instance, was it with English too? It was an English subject, but it showed an increase, which was saved by the state and the district. It's really good. So, okay, so I really do appreciate y'all for participating. I really do appreciate that.
You're welcome.